You're like, all right, I'm gonna, take a moment here to collect myself.
It's just like
Maintain professionalism.
It didn't work before.
Unleash your.
But they really want to go for it again, so it's
embrace the hate.
Okay. Well,
Attack.
So the first two picks, you can kind of see like why they would grab, right? Like there's no lockdown obviously between the Wisp and the Lifestealer. Slark in later stages matches up decent for Lifestealer. Early on, maybe struggles a bit, and he can always just go for it in the back line, pick off the Wisp. So there's that. They have the amplified damage. He's not, there's a reason why people haven't really been favoring him so much either. He takes too long. He takes a long time to really hit that point where he just becomes super powerful.
Not surprising.
Not surprising to see EG just go for the same thing, just be able to pressure him.
I like the fact that EG are like, yeah, we're just gonna run the same draft. Even if they have another strategy they could run, there's no reason to show it. If they're confident they can beat Complexity, they're gonna run the same draft.
Maybe they might switch the Spirit Breaker this time. I mean, it worked pretty decently for them last time, but maybe Zai's just like, I didn't like playing that. Like, I just died.
I don't like dying.
I just died. I had like 9 deaths, but I did my job, but I just kind of died all over the place.
I mean, the one other thing maybe they change up is if they want the Storm, because I don't think they're getting a fifth. If they really value that pursuit. Puck, though, is another solid option, as you mentioned. The one thing I don't really love about the Puck is that they lack ways to take objectives.
Yeah, they lack ways to take objectives. It's just like one of those heroes that I know Sumail used to love playing, so that's why I kind of said it. He's been playing it a decent amount in pubs too, and it's always a good vehicle for the Lifestealer. It pairs well with like massive team fight, and it's good versus the 3 heroes that Complexity does draft up here. But I think we'll see a change from Complexity. Last time they picked the Mirana. We'll see if they pick it again. Is this a replay?
I mean, maybe they feel it's more viable with no Alk. Is there anyone else who's like similarly difficult?
There we go.
There's the change. Okay, OD, good against all of these heroes really. Tons of burst to kill the IO. You can kite the Lifestealer with the Astral. Late game, you can hex him and just blow him up. Darkseer, you can even lane against him and banish him when he tries to surge away if you don't run a mid. So this feels like a very solid pick.
Yeah, he's got the kite potential with this Lifestealer, but Lifestealer, it's one of those matchups that's like kind of back and forth because Lifestealer obviously has rage built in naturally, so you can't use your Arcane Orb on him, and you're able to kind of like, you can kind of blow him up really quickly if you're able to bring him down once his Astral's on cooldown. But yeah, it's kind of one of those matchups that we do see happen quite a lot. I mean, this is probably Cancel's most comfortable hero, and it gives them more setup. Now they're able to get the Astral into the Lashrak stun combo. They have something to easily set it up rather than like Lashrak has to, then it's a Slaughter stun because it's blink in, then it's a Mirana arrow, something like super difficult to kind of pull off. This makes it much easier. And now maybe they'll change it up and put, maybe a different core. Maybe they won't have Lashrak Slaughter support. So I kind of hope so. I kind of hope they go for a different aspect. Other than that, maybe just not really want an Abaddon either. Put the Slaughter in the off lane, pick up a second support. Maybe a Mirana for Z-Freak, easily set up with the OD Astral into arrow.
Also, now they actually need the Lesh because they are really bad at taking buildings without him.
Yeah.
I mean, either him or someone else. EG, pick number 4. Space Cow was the choice last time. This is also another way to interrupt charge, so maybe Spirit Breaker even less appealing.
So that's another Zai hero. Because they definitely want to save. I mean, actually, they don't have to save Sumail's hero for last now.
We've seen the Venomancer, and he's already bad.
Yeah, Veno's like the bread and butter for EG. He's played versus it way too much. Okay, so they go for the Earth Spirit. Yeah, definitely going for a change-up. Very good versus the Slark, giving you more AoE potential. Great versus pretty much everything on the side of Complexity if he's able to get his spells off. Silence, obviously, versus OD is great. Not able to get his spells off. And just like, it gives you that wombo combo with the Darkseer Earth Spirit and the lane pressure.
10 seconds.
And cool thing about the Earth Spirit too is, he gives you another vehicle. Just like kind of the Spirit Breaker, you can just infest inside the Earth Spirit when he's bouldering in and just kind of...
He's still pretty good with the dual Ion Shell lane pressure.
Yeah.
Another hero that can get on top of a Slark and stay there early in the game. So, EG still, as usual, hiding the Sumail pick. Now, I do want to mention, as far as selection priority, Complexity opted for Dire, and so EG took first pick. So, I guess one of the advantages having that last pick to counter whatever EG are throwing your way. What is that going to be? They ban the Sniper, they leave the Storm out there, but I mean, as you mentioned, Yannis, Astral into either Leshrac Stun or Slardar Crush, pretty good kill potential on a Storm.
But in later stages, it's kind of hard for him to get locked out from the Complexity has now. We'll see if they actually go for it.
If it's a core Slardar, you can still grab like the last maybe.
They still kind of lack a
Silencer
building hitter for EG. Lifestealer's okay, but he's not really like one that really comes to mind when you think about that. So they banned the Abaddon this time.
So they're expecting that support Slardar still. I do like the idea of complexity mixing it up, just to keep EG on their toes and not be able to just easily interpret every pick based on previous
10
drafts.
seconds remaining.
I think that this is already a much
5
stronger
seconds
approach by
remaining.
They have heroes that can they have heroes that can fight a little bit early and let the slaughter get space.
Reserve time.
EG1. Fifth pick, Sumail hero. Sumail Invoker.
Invoker, yeah.
I was about to say Invoker
Complexities turn
is
to
out there. How good of an Invoker game is it?
It gives you more scaling, gives you split push factor as well, and I mean it gives you like that AoE potential to be able to blow up the Slark inside of that, and it's one of the
10
Sumails that kind of comfort heroes. So they said they have like, you know, scaling potential into like the later stages with Lifesteal and Invoker. They have even more wombo combo for team fight with the Earth Spirit and Dark Syrian Invoker. Playing for God, but it's Crit gonna be playing the Earth Spirit obviously because that's Crit Earth Spirit, like Crit God, you know, that's like one of his most comfortable heroes. So Zai, Wisp this time, bit of a change up. We do see Zai tends to be more so the greedy player, while Crit kind of like lets himself go, and we'll see how they tend to opt which one's gonna.
I mean,
beat
this
the
draft
role.
is probably the Iowa, I would guess.
Yeah, Crit usually, at least from what we saw when he used to play with OG with the Earth Spirit, he would just go like Tranquil Boots into Blink, just
And he
rush
just
that Blink.
constantly, be yanking, pressuring, and
10
making space.
seconds
So,
remaining.
for complexity, put it up here.
5 seconds
I like
remaining.
this much better, at least though. Like we kind of mentioned before, guys, one of the PCs does crash quite a lot when we do load into the game right
Just
away.
to make
but-
sure the casters are still
Yeah.
revealed.
Yep. Just let's show, since you guys can't really see it right now, we do have like a level 1 smoke by EG, but it's just a warding mission for the most part. Crit just ports out, puts a ward, kind of just watch the big camp from Complexity and watch the movements. They do actually, I think, maybe see Swindle Melons put a lane ward as well.
Loading back in. And it is going to be the... I like the Undying pick a lot this game. I feel like this is something that really puts pressure on the lanes against Io. It can be devastating early on, especially
Gives them,
because the hero is a strength hero.
yeah, it gives them that dual lane that they can actually do something in. Because last time, I kind of thought that Z-Freak was going to go to the off lane right away, but Monkeys got heavily pressured, wasn't able to really get his levels that he wanted. But this time,
30 seconds
that's going to be
to
different. They're
go.
going to have the Undying Slaughter combo in that off lane and just pressure the lifesteal a bit, but also just make sure that Monkeys is able to get a safer lane.
Oh, just double checking here as far as ward drops. Do you see 2 out for
Yeah.
EG already?
And EG they did see the ward placed by Swindle Melons in the laning phase, so Universe easy D ward there, gets himself a nice extra gold 25 experience.
Yeah. Donnie runs a bit less important here. No Alchemist in the game, but still, team's going to look for the contest, move, and cancel. Ball pile on top of that top room, the bottom one.
Oh, they got both?
Grabbed by Monkeys, and not sure if they're going to chase him all the way out. They move on, but no Orb of Venom.
Arteezy also, he even skilled Rage there to try to dodge the stun for Monkeys and grab the rune, but Monkeys was pretty quick on it than him.
That's a little less harassed with the first creep wave. No right clicks available for the beast. Potentially the open wounds for the chase, so they are going to dual lane, and nice, this is a strong dual lane against Io Lifestealer.
Yeah,
And Slardar.
this should put a good amount of pressure on Arteezy. Zai's just gonna have to be very keen on just trying to get as many pulls as possible. He can't stack on top of Arteezy and get crushed or double decayed.
Well, that
And
was
yeah,
an
we can
early
already
rage.
see him getting insanely pressured by this dual lane. This is so much better for him. This game, you don't even really need to say it.
But we'll say it again.
We'll say it again.
It's a whole lot better.
Yeah. Even the top lane is probably not the best. They're dealing with the Darkseer Earth Spirit, but they're just gonna with the pull get their levels. It's a totally different approach. It's a much smarter way to play.
Mid lane, Sumail putting a lot of pressure on cancel here early though. Heavy harass. So charging in, just gonna banish him. Gonna salty banish there. Back off. Now does have a salve available if need be. Now with the Quas Orb to pull himself back up a bit more cheaply. So far, Universe definitely able to stay in lane more easily, as you mentioned, with the Earth Spirit help. So not seeing Crit rotate towards mid at all yet. I think they're just going to leave the Invoker to his own devices. And
Yeah,
Sumail, king of laning, is
Yeah, Cancel actually, because Sumail like quick turned and auto-attacked the range creep up on the hill when he was retreating. Cancel actually expected him to have a lane ward on his hill, so he actually pinged out the mid lane, letting his team know that, so now it's gonna put a little different idea into their heads, but there is no lane ward there, at least it's not on that side, it's on the bottom side. So he was right about the lane ward being there, just not on the right positioning. And yeah, this dual lane is just putting so much pressure on Arteezy. He's able to farm decently, but this is the difference. Monkey's actually able to get something in this lane, unlike the last time. And they even emphasize on blocking camp with Z3, because that's the only way that EG really like comes out ahead in this lane. It's just constantly chain pulling.
Uh-oh, Cancel. This might be the first blood, though, as Crit Threads movement didn't actually have Rolling Boulder. There was no Banish with the DD, and I think they had a window there. But timing's not quite right. Meanwhile, Arteezy bottom lane trying to fight, but Z-Freak very scary as the zombie man gets off another decay, though he is dropping pretty low jukes into the trees, has Stick Charges, has Sal, has Fairy Fire, and has Tango. Monkey just gonna sprint phase right past him, gets the 2-hero crush. Here comes the turnaround, perhaps Monkey's low though. Z-Freak trying to get onto Zai as quickly as possible. That Tether Slow is doing work, but Crit meanwhile does find the first one. He went back in on mid, gets the kill. Then Monkey may drop to Arteezy, meanwhile no the heal from Z-Freak. The Sundial really paying off. The Sunstrike coming in with the open one slow. Boom! Arteezy will find it. Make it 2. So Sumail off to a hot start now. 13-5 in the mid lane. They did get the first blood mid while that was all happening. Cancel gonna have to TP back.
That's a big kill on Cancel. That was a great rotation there from Crit. I kind of feel like Cancel may have kind of should have expected after he saw him like walk toward the mid lane the first time around, but
He doesn't have a ward, but yeah, still should have expected there's a chance he's in.
that's the fear of when you use your Astral aggressively in that manner. Like you put yourself into a position where you can actually get ganked up, and yeah, he does.
Is this a new Sal, or did he just never use the other one? He was pretty low earlier.
I didn't actually see. I thought he had actually used it, but maybe Crit got him like maybe as he was using it or something like that. But
Not sure.
it's definitely a huge kill though for Sumail, putting him quite ahead now in the lane, able to get his range drop up, just having a little bit more of advantage of an experience as well. Well, actually, I think it's actually pretty even. Thought he'd be a little bit more ahead.
Gonna neutral deny here. Give the lane to Z-Freak. Gets the Fountain Trip. Completes the Tranquil Boots. Armor and regen very helpful against Lifestealer, obviously.
Radiant's
But
middle tower.
the offlane for EG is just getting out of hand as far as net worth goes. It's 19 CS on Universe, completely
Good with
uncontested.
the haste rune.
Been a really good time here. They
Monkey's
might
actually-
punish him with a crush.
It's actually cool. Monkey's actually TP'd mid, expecting this rotation. There's a haste rune on Crit. It's very hard to bring him down. Monkeys might actually get turned on here. Do they have cold snap?
They're gonna
They
roll
do.
onto him. Sunstrike not gonna connect though. Monkeys with the Tranquil Boots a little bit tankier. He tries to go for the crush. That one last cold snap proc interrupts the crush attempt. They still might be able to get Crit though. Into the trees they go, winding their way through the Rage Creep cooperating. He goes for the Boulder Smash and then over to the left. The Orb's not doing all that much, but they will get the kill. Good rotation and, like you said, really nice anticipation there by the Slaughter.
Yeah, that was very smart by Monkeys, honestly. Like, he just expected that type of rotation, and he doesn't mind giving the lane to the Undying now on this bottom side, because Undying's able to do pretty decent versus Lifestealer in that type of manner.
A little trouble here.
Lane.
Mr. Cancel. Just auto attacks. Could be enough to bring him down to
The last ball didn't hit.
the range. Doesn't have the mana for a Sunstrike. Could clarity up and go for it, but that's a pretty big gamble at this point.
Yeah. How's top lane going? How's this Flash
Universe
Shrek
is just
doing?
having a
I kind of expected. Like, it's a dark
move. Pounce away. Boulder Smash. A double whiff by Crit, just barely though. As he tries to keep eyes on Moon. Not level 6 yet. This is the time to punish him. Through the trees he goes, winding his way. Still has the Quelling Blade. Crit getting juked slightly. Quelling his way out, but still the Ion Shell burning, and Crit's persistence pays off.
Dire's
Finds
top
the kill
tower
anyway.
is under attack.
Oh, Moo was getting out there.
Those are nice little jukes there.
Scroll, but they're not even gonna bother chasing him. Plank it out too, and that's 2 deaths for Moo.
I have to say, I think this is a bit of a mismovement there by Swindles. Like he like ported bottom. He's been kind of like running around the river in a way, rather than helping his buddy top lane. And that kind of happens when you're left alone as a Slark. You're versus an Earth Spirit Darkseer, you're gonna get heavily pressured, and you're probably gonna die with that. So definitely want Swindle to be staying near his buddy Moo in that top lane.
Sticking around the jungle, he's gonna go for the golden eye, but guess who's about to find him? Crit. So close. Guys, I need help.
He's gonna need to die.
I'm scared.
Can they spawn again?
Oh, please. No, the Alpha Wolf too, but he runs into Moo instead. Moo pouncing away as soon as he sees Crit, and then he's like, wait a second. That guy's low. I think he saw him, right? It's nighttime, but Slark has pretty good vision. Anyway.
He probably saw like the mini-map icon and just got afraid there instead of like actually looking on and seeing how he his bottom lane.
Bottom lane, Monkey's gonna go down. So Complexity, nothing really working out. Swindles will get the Edict off. Arteezy does not have a race, but he has his best available. There's the pounce in for Moo, and quickly looking to escape. Should be able to pop out momentarily, just waiting for the rage to pull down a sleeve.
Yep, and he's good. Cancel though, now at the rotation.
Pippin here, Zai's not level 6 yet, though he is close. And they're gonna look to find him as he tries to tether his way out of this one. Zai will get caught, focused on Arteezy into the river. Monkeys does have the sprint available. He's currently open wounds, but it's about to wear off.
Catch him.
If he can get a crush, it should lead to a kill. Very little mana on Arteezy, trying for the juke, but you can't juke. You're fish. Swindle will move him, but if there's a melee creep here, tanking up the Diabolic Edict, he's even gonna grab a bounty, or he might even get roasted, and I think can't be letting this happen. Crush, banish, no chance. But meanwhile, all that chasing, it's a tier 1 for me.
Lots of space for the Earth Spirit and Darkseer. Level 8 already on Universe. Arcane Boot, Soul Ring. He's the full farm mentality build. Gonna have a very early mech on top of that. And Crit, being up there with Universe constantly, he's already level 5 on this roaming Earth Spirit. So it's very good for him getting that run to level 6. And Sumail even picks up an 8-minute Midas bottom lane. Zai getting pressured pretty heavily, but is he?
Kill here, he's turning around for Crit. He's gonna get one. He looks towards Monkeys.
Oh, he's relocating it.
Got him! Another connection. He relocates forward. But the XP will go to Sumail.
Was that blind? I don't think he had. I think he may have had like a
He had
slight
the
glimpse of
creep.
vision.
The creep, I think, saw him like in this area walking up. So I think the creeps were marching. Not sure.
Yeah, and the pressure that was causing that, obviously since the Astral was used, they tried to go for that pressure, but Ansel was definitely keen on moving back there. But yeah, since the dual lane pressured the Slark so heavily, he's trying to make like moves running around, but he's getting crushed now just in his net worth because of this. Like he's in the bottom lane now, he doesn't really know where to go. Top lane is obviously a great place for him to farm, but...
Oh boy. Complexity going for the ambush, but little they know EG with the next level ambush up the ambush. Coming in hot, they're gonna go for the stun on the walk and then Sunstrike. Finding the connection as Zai feathers out. In comes Crit with the roll forward. There's a banish and EG looking to reset the fight. Move charging forward. The tombstone is here. Nobody focusing it. Has to infest and pop away. Arteezy coming back into the back. You can survive it through a courtesy of the tether. How does this light show live? The dog survives forever and a day, and now the chase back in to Z-Freak. They'll kill off the Undying, his 3 dead move, hiding in the trees. No teleport for 19. I don't think EG realized it. But they do this without their full complement of heroes because Sumail, you know, he Sunstrikes, but he's just pushing in the mid lane. They might get 2 towers now.
Yeah, 4v5ing there, Universe getting the pretty much a god tier 3-man vacuum into wall, setting up everything for them. And now he's got the mech coming out. That was without mech on Universe. But he actually might be
It would also be a huge kill. They're gonna commit a dark pack here. He goes down, but it comes with the cost of 2 more heroes. Now Swindles running in. The B train has arrived, and EG collect their bounty. The death pulses from the Diabolic Edict will at least kill off Zai, but still, EG, mountains of gold. Actually, that's quite a win for Complexity, even though it's a 2 for 3, but losing the Slark, tough to say it was really worth it as he dies yet again. And look at their carries, Giannis. You've got a 3,500 net worth OD, over a 2,000 gold lead for Sumail, a Slark at 2,500. He's behind the Io and the Earth Spirit in net worth. This is just food stamp status, Slark.
When it's 11 minutes in and there's a 10,000 gold league, there's a big problem already. Your Slark is below every single person in net worth on the enemy team. Moo is just struggling super hard to be able to do anything in this game.
This is the time to stop first picking on the track.
Mac finished up, he's got another 1,200 gold. He crit survived that entire engagement. So we kind of mentioned he likes going for that Tranquil Boots into dagger. It looks like that's what he's going to do. Tranquil Boots and the 1,200 gold already on him. While Zai just picks up the urn, a nice little raindrop, and he'll probably progress into something else pretty soon.
Speaking of crit, he's going to lead the charge here up towards top. Move doesn't even feel safe to farm. He sees nobody defending bottom, and he realizes they probably are pushing top. EG make it clear now. Rage on Arteezy. Sumail joining the fray here for the push as he alacrities onto the tower. Bring it down quickly. Complexity just so under farming. Can't really envision them trying to take a fight here. Mu though, he's gonna realize there's a ward because he doesn't have the Shadow Dance move speed.
I mean, this is just
that here too.
There's no way. Like this is you can't have your Slark in this type of position. He's got nowhere to farm. They're pressuring his bottom lane, but Crit's in position already for the relocate. He's gonna go in on Humbless Forever, gets the silence, gets the pull, gets the stun, and he gets a very dead Slardar. Sumail even gets another last hit with Sunstrike there, so accelerating his farm more. He's already got the Euls finished up. He's got his level 11. He's just playing his own solo game and just setting up, just getting kills with Sunstrikes. And that's kind of like the cool thing about even getting the Euls too, is that if he does find anybody on their own, he's able to just pretty much one-shot them on his.
Even Slark is a pretty easy one-shot if you get the full combo.
Absolutely.
How squishy he is. They will at least get his eye kill. Cancel able to find that connection, but again, you just struggle to see how Slark can get back in this game. He's now going for the Aquila. We're 13 and a half minutes in, so if he does go Shadow
Earth Spirit rather than Earth Spirit rather than the Spirit Breaker. So this is probably something that they're gonna take note of as well into like into the later stages of group stages and the main event. They're probably like, okay, Spirit Breaker was decent, but it just seems like this is just a better approach for them. It just fits with their style more, and it's much more aggressive and puts Complexity just more on the back foot. The last game I think it was 12 minutes in and there was a total of 7 kills. This game 20 kills total. It's much more entertaining.
They're gonna muscle down towers with Sumail playing the Invoker, which is a lot harder early than the out. And they are adjusting their tempo a bit to that. Crit.
Again, that's our setup.
Defend top.
I got spotted though.
The ping did come out. That was from Mu.
Yeah.
They know will not be getting caught trying to push this tower, but at the same time, it's a tier 1 still being kept alive simply by the presence of an Earth Spirit. If there is a hard support this game, he would be it, along with the IO, so. That just shows you how strong EG's lineup is in terms of mobility, that they can threaten to send 4 or 5 heroes instantly with the Infest Bomb, the Sunstrike, the TP from Universe. Speaking of TPs, Sumail, BOT is already online, so map control a big priority now for EG.
Yeah, usually with like, especially like with the complex lineup, like you have a Leshrac, you have an Undying, you really need your early game to go super well. They're already like, yeah, it's on such a back, but now top lane crit actually does miss Boulder Smash, so there's no stun there. Gets Astro's up, but Zai's in position there. They should probably be able to find the kill here on crit. Let's see if the relay kick gets him out. Crit off, just on off the mark.
Meanwhile, bottom, look at Sumail for the combo. The back end comes through. They've already brought down one to start this fight, and he looks for more. It's Complexity going to send the whole gang, but Arteezy has joined the fray as well. Sumail low, not dead just yet. Mu trying to focus him down. Can they get the kill? It's a huge one, and they do secure it. Can Mu make it out? Now it's the question. A good push by Monkeys. Staggered retreat as Arteezy slowly moves forward and then changes his mind, says, get me out of here. While that was all happening, they also get the Zai kill. EG giving up
And definitely some mistakes there from EG trying to go for like these double plays. You know, they tried to make this setup on the top lane. They
the roll, but instead he goes for the Boulder Smash. He continues running in after missing the Boulder. Then relocate has to be used to try and save him, save the Earth Spirit. So
yeah, like if they
fighting off forward.
if they hadn't like even gone for those top plays, they would have been able to outnumber Complexity in the bottom side, and it would have probably been a different setup.
Probably 3-4 heroes die there
Yeah.
fall, and then EG take that tower.
Yeah. Now, you know, it's definitely a big change up here. Z-Freak even finishes up a full mech, so his team fight, the team fight potential and Complexity grows in a very large margin there. The next step is getting that Blink Dagger on Monk. He's not horribly far from. He's 800 gold away, but
He's pretty damn poor though.
yeah.
So, never went for the Iron Talon, roamed constantly. Z-Freak even had a faster blink as a quote-unquote support dying. Sorry, Slaughter.
Yeah, Z-Freak got out like the 20 in the part of the last game. It might be around the same similar time. But Z-Freak, I mean, he's trying to do his job here. It's tough for him, definitely in this type of game, just because of the heavy movement potential from EG's lineup. So he does have the mech, as I was mentioning. He's level 11 too, so he's having a pretty decent farming game. He's up on the net worth somehow. I actually don't know how he has 54 CS on an Undying. That's pretty surprising.
He's smoking straight towards the Roach Pit. Swindle's there to tank it. Ideal hero to tank that gank, but that might not be it. Z-Freak dropping the tomb. It's on the high ground. Good position. EG don't really have many heroes to focus it down. Can they find Universe? A Crush could set up a kill. There's the pounce as well, but a beautiful boulder fed. Crit runs out of mana. He got up the magnetize into the vacuum, but it's not enough damage. Complexity all heal right back up the mech from Z-Freak, making the difference there. So they blow the wall. They end the magnetize, and now Complexity straight into the Roche Pit. We're gonna try for it, I think. Sumail TPing bottom, or maybe it's just a push.
Probably just split push. I don't think they're gonna make it in time to contest this. But Crit looks like he's in position to try to do something. The Tombstone is gone. Everybody's starting to get beat down a bit. You do have the illusion to be able to scout out inside the pit, but Mood does have that Shadow Blade up. He's able to get the wrap around on Crit. He's able to get the setup. Arteezy getting the burst on Z-Freak. Sunstrike off the mark, but yeah, easily kill there. Mood misses the pounce.
See a big kill though. Arteezy has no escape mechanisms prepared except for an IO relocate perhaps. The IO keep him alive for now with the tether. Will be fine for the moment, but they're very low. Mood fences around, threatening to go back in. There's an amp on Arteezy, but now he heals back up. He's got the mana to work with as well. Boulder Smash connecting on Mood. He's currently able to hide in the Shadow Dance. Now the Shadow Blade. Moving forward, looking for the pick. Could move on to Crit, maybe just kill off that Earth Spear, but the balls are hitting. They notice in the neighborhood, and meanwhile, the vacuum comes in. 3 heroes into the ice wall. Beautiful combo with the Dipping Quest as well, with the counterplay perhaps for Mood. Bringing them all low. Can he finish anyone else? Arteezy's working on Zai. Also about to drop the Banish. Should finish the job, but still they've lost their Slark. They've lost 3, and Zai actually not going to die to the Banish. He heals through it all, survives and cancels with the Hurricane Pike away, but Sumail on the chase has a Sunstrike at the ready. They relocate forward. This could just set up for that very Sunstrike. He's going to drop it a little bit too late. Sumail not connected. It's not over yet. Zai trying to get out as the relocate expires. Won't happen, but again, the vacuum from Universe isn't going to be sufficient. Another Banish Pike cancel, tightening him out. EG, they've been out more than they can chew. They'll drop 4. Ay, caramba. It could have been 5 the other way, Giannis.
That was definitely a bit of a big cocky plays by EG. They're just trying to like fight so much, but Complexity doing a really good job of just like cutting them around. Like Z-Freak's positioning with his
with the save, 2 more kills. EG heavily punished and straight into Roche, and this time it looks like 3v. Universe surging away from the pit, and they see it. So now they know the Roche is there.
It would have been
faltering here with some of their decision making and not on the same page.
If Sumail had landed that Sunstrike 2 on cancel, it probably would have changed that entire situation that happened bottom if he landed it on the LOD Astral.
I don't know, did they know Monkeys had Blink? Because I think he just, did he have it the last
He
time?
didn't have it there. No, he hadn't picked it up yet. He picked it up like right afterwards. He even has 1,400 gold more after that, so that's definitely a
So maybe they got
swing.
caught off guard by the Blink first. I mean, to be fair, it's 20 minutes, but
yeah.
could have been the ambush they weren't expecting.
Cancel's having some really good plays with the Astrals and with that Hurricane Pike usage.
It just shows you how big the OD pick has been and explains why you were like, alright, this draft is already a lot better as soon as we saw the OD.
You can just feel the power of it too. Like their heroes just benefit so much as well from S and Sora. Like the Undying's able to have pretty much full mana in all the fights constantly. Slardar did the same thing, obviously, because Sprint procs it too, so he's able to get crazy. The Leshrac is just like this hard 5 Leshrac, but he's
all these other heroes are terrible at taking objectives.
yeah, the next big thing that they need is like Mu needs to get the kills in these fights. Like he died pretty early in that bottom engagement, and then everybody else died afterwards. So his team benefited a lot from him, but he definitely needs to in this type of lineup because it can't just be canceled.
We're gonna show Mu mid. The rest of the team smoking ahead of him, and they walk straight to Arteezy, but he's already raged. He's prepared for this. Good defensive action. He's on straight set up on his Whittles. Now back to his back and Z-Free commits the greens. Hammer gets dropped. Magnetized will cancel, rushing into the fray directly on top of the guy, muffling down the ball lane. We'll get that first kill. Now turning back to Arteezy. The Boulder's not going to deal with his OD. He's still got the Aegis Noble, but Monkey's drop low. Magnetized will finish him up. Continues to tick. Boo's gonna drop. It's a triple for crit. He takes the whole team down on his own. The hero spirit delivers. It's on strike. We'll find it.
Very aggressive. Pulling forward by cancel there. Crit getting a beautiful magnetized spread there. But wow. That the way that they fight there with the tombstone is actually great. EG's suffering a little bit to just take it out, and the zombies are starting to add up quite a bit, and there's not really like heavy burst. Rather than the EGs, and they're doing this without any wards on the map.
Whew. Well, this is more what I was hoping for, not what I won't say I was expecting with this series, but
Big swings.
yeah, it's a big back and forth. And for complexity, I think you have to say definitely have to feel a lot more confident that they were down this much to EG, already down 1 game, then again down in game 2 and about to lose the series it looked like, but now they've battled back. They still have the Aegis for 2 minutes. Mind you, Cancel felt immortal in that last fight. The help of the Undying. They might try for one more play here, Giannis. They do have some time for it. So what is the game plan? Like, where do you want to smoke? Who are you trying to gank? What's your target if you're Quexity?
I think if they're just able to take the fights, like as long as everybody's not there, it's like probably when they see Sumail go for like the split push, that's their go time. They go for a smoke and try to look for people. But they still need to just make sure that Mu gets these kills in these fights, and he survives throughout the end of it. Because again, in that fight, maybe he was there for like 1 or 2 of the kills, but he didn't get any of the last hits there. He's still quite underfarmed, only sitting at 8,000 net worth, getting caught up on by the Earth Spirit on the other team. He's going for that Echo Saber, he's pretty close to it too, but yeah, I think the big thing is just like to fight away from the Invoker.
Mu taking advantage of this opening where he can help D-ward around the map, swindles, using that Slug Vision to his advantage, though he gets pretty nervous towards the pit. Poking that Observer once, and he'll let the illusion do the work, so trying his best not to feed is the Leshrac. Both teams slowing down the pace, and as far as item progression goes, other big items to mention, Sumail is incredibly quick.
Yeah, he's got
the Ags,
yeah.
Also an Ultimate Orb. What are we gonna see here? Are you expecting a Lincoln Sphere? Is this a Hex? Or not going for the Octarine buildup that we've seen a lot of Invokers favor.
Yeah, definitely a bit interesting to see that. I think it's more than likely just going to be the Hex, just because he's going to be able to just grab whoever he gets grabbed down in that. It's just easy combos. And he already has a defensive item with the Eul Scepter, so I don't think he'll go for the double, but it could be a possibility.
The Infest Bomb, Smokaroo from EG, look for the combo, the Vacuum into Magnetize. Could be massive. Even a Dire Scan, are they gonna walk into it before it expires? Crit, he thinks about heading in the jungle. Well, that could have been big for complexity, but they actually go the other way.
Aegis reclaimed, that's why they go for the smoke blade. They know it's going to begin.
Broken, Crit with the instant jump, up onto the high ground, straight onto the OD ball. Here's the judge, the pause that Aegis, as you mentioned, Z-Freak though. He will pop down the tombstone. Already the pipe committed, Z-Freak's gonna push away. With the tombstone down this early, it could be back. Crush comes through, but Toon fully destroyed. OD has BKB now though. This could be the game changer for Cancel. He jumps back into the fray, but it's before the BKB actually arrives. They're bringing this Undying low. They finish him off with a Deafening Blast. Cancel. Yeah, he's got BKB. Does he really want to fight? Sumail just get a Ghost Walk away. That's a 10-second charge down the drain. Also lost Z-Freak around the tower while that was happening. So Tombstone down, BKB blown, Slardar dead. They have a 5v3 power play now, and they are going to use it.
Definitely a very smart smoke there from EG. Like you can tell they even recognize the fact that they need the Invoker to be getting into these fights, but they definitely have the timer. And they're like, okay, Aegis is getting reclaimed. Let's take a fight as soon as that happens. They did. They don't get the kill on Cancel, but they do take out 2. And you can see how tough it is for Mu in this game. Like he can't really get into the fray, get into the fights because the nature of his hero versus the side of EG. Like,
I mean, Invoker, Earth Spirit, and this is before potential X. Although let's. It lets him split push a little bit easier, I suppose. What a Yule set we have. Yeah, that's... There's no, like, reliable single target setup, so a little curious.
Yeah, I mean, it's just super safe. It gives him, gives him more nades and stuff. Like, gives him more mana regen, so he doesn't have to worry about, like, OD burning his mana with the ultimate or anything like that. It's never bad. Heavily concerned.
When you're just ahead as Invoker, you can spin
move.
Nice.
They do have a sentry down in the lane who almost gets grabbed by it. They actually pick. They could go for clear the map control from EG a bit. Make sure that they can actually farm a little bit. Now top lane Swindle, and Sumail even gets the Sunstreak kill again.
At this point, I don't think it's over.
Yeah, more levels. He's getting close to that, level 22 when he gets the AoE Deafening Blast.
Definitely makes a big difference. So he'll push out the bottom lane now. Sumail being very efficient around that 10, 2, and 6. 121 CS, topping the charts in all categories for both teams.
The tough thing is, like, even though Complexity obviously wants to fight on their terms, it's hard for them to push the lanes out of this in this manner. Like, if they're showing the Slark, and he's the one who's pretty much their best one other than the OD to push the lanes out, they know, EG knows that they're not going to be fighting in those positions, so. And EG has easy potentials pushing lanes out with just, like, the Forge Spirits and Ion Shell naturally to force the lanes into their side. So we haven't seen Complexity really pass the river in. Beginning of the game.
There's actually been 2 games where it feels like EG have the better map control. Either the Alchemist Illusion Spam and Split Push, or in this case the Forge Spirits VOT. The IO obviously being a big part of these types of strategies, but something Complexity definitely has struggled to deal with is that Split Push, that map control, and constantly having the free equilibrium advantage.
It's definitely a bit scary to fight into Complexity on just cancel. They have to get him blown up instantly inside of one stun, but Monkeys now shows his face in the front line. EG's all in the area.
Move constantly fencing around to the sides, trying to find that squishy IO. The BKB committed by Cancel. He's going to run it. He does get on the side, but he focuses IO down pretty squishy and will end up dropping. That's a great pick by Mu to start the fight. Instant buyback though. Look for the re-engage. The Meteor trying to roast him. Definitely Blast a bit late. They will find the kill on Monkeys, but he will skirt away. South in the gem, at least for now. Z-Freak though in trouble. Boulder Smash comes through, trying to bring him down to go on the fight. Cancel forces him to roll away. Swindle charges back in, but Z-Freak also about to fall. Then two supports down to Hammer getting across, making some big kills the other way. Swindle's still alive through it all. The Vanish by Cancel saved him. They'll get all 5 with the dieback on the IO, and they keep the gem. There's some gold for Mu.
Yeah, this is absolutely massive for Mu. This gem pickup is genius too. Like, they're able to make sure there's no wards on the high ground or anything. Mu's positioning in this fight was great. Like, he ran in from the backside, able to isolate the Wisp.
Really shows that they need that reliable lockdown for the OD. Like Hex, potentially an Abyssal Blade for Lifestealer, though getting to him can be a bit of a problem. But no longer can they just rely on like the Cold Snap, the Vacuum into Earth Spirit, Boulder Smash. These cutesy little combos are not going to cut it first OD.
The crazy thing is too, like how much the Flesh Golem amplifies OD's damage too. Like he was standing next to Darkseer, and Darkseer gets apart by the Arcane Resistance from that.
And he's gone like tank mode too. He's got the pipe, he's got the Greaves.
And Complexity is very keen on fighting, but they don't have their OD here. This could be a little bit over.
Easy pick with Monkey's jumping in the nose, the Boulder Smash there. Back on back, moves in trouble, does get the eye though. 1-for-1 thus far. Now Chase Arteezy getting those free stacks. Press and shift. They will disengage, so A Slardo who I will call more of a support at this point. So technically supposed to be a core. For an IO, relatively even trade.
Yeah, it was a very aggressive Nico from Swindle. Actually, landing the stun on RTZ. He's got the rage up. Those Scepter, or Glimmer Cape on Swindle Melons is able to bring him out of that. Cancel now in the area too, so.
By the way, EG has no detection, so this is very powerful for Slark as well as Swindles. Glimmer Cape, the Silver Edge. They haven't bought a gem yet, huh?
No,
I think so.
I haven't really seen them buy many sentries either. There we go. Right now picks up a couple. And he has his Yules finished up too, so he's got easy setup. He's got his own survivability too. But now Roche is up.
Maybe Invis is EG's Achilles heel. We saw it last game with the Moonlight Shadow saves. No. Glimmer Cape plays by Swindle God.
Yeah. EG recognizing the fact that Roche is up. The OD ult is going to be coming up very shortly too, but they still want to try to make a fight happen. They're infested, crit. And they're still very strong. As long as they get the fights
Are we
taken in
gonna
a
see
better
that
manner.
same fight? This time though, OD will have BKB at the start of it, even if he does get scouted. Crit, flopping down his ward.
She's
There's
the
a
courier.
courier there. Oh, he didn't actually see it.
Yeah, it's actually hidden in the pod too. Cancel in a decent position, but the ward is seeing him crit. Might well for this instant lockdown on
It's gonna be a tough
He gets
zone.
BKB
They're
up,
gonna
he
try
does.
for it. Do they get the bash here? Marquise are gonna need it. Folders match, pulling back. He pops the BKB, but this time he's a one-shot. Stunstrike I heard going off. C3 gonna find the projector blown up by Sumail. He has to buy back immediately. Beautiful Deafening Blast. Good combo damage here.
He did that though. He actually gets isolated and brought down by the Slaughter from Leshrac. The Slaughter
He's
combo.
gonna duke it out with crit. Now the Boulder Smash pullback. Good exercise by him. Cancel pretty low. No BKB. Can't confidently roll in this time. Force up the buyback there. Just walk away. Could have been worse. They almost lost OD.
Cancel almost dies instantly before he gets his BKB out there. But yeah, maybe like they did get the bash. They even got the bash on him too. So he's just taking up with that plate that he picked up to not be brought down there. Now he even has the full shield. Is going to finish
That's
up.
why you get the plate now before the Mystic Stand. From speaking.
This is starting to look pretty scary, to be honest, for EG. Like, RTZ is starting to fall off quite hard. Move, pulling ahead of him for the first time in this game. And now they do have the Blink Dash, though, for the Dark Circle to get those wombo combo setups, but
There's another Aegis to work.
another Aegis now, and Cancel. Wants to pick one up now, especially.
Really good job at crawling. To have a big impact just by, I feel like more by vision than by actually carrying directly.
Yeah. Crit in a very aggressive position here. Not going to get spotted out just yet. It's a very aggressive ward down, but moves in the area with the gem. They do get the stun, but he's got his Dark Pact already going off. This could actually go bad for
Good.
EG.
They brought in 4 heroes. They're going to lose 9 relatively early in this fight. Maybe look at back, Crit gets stamped and now tries to scramble away into the trees, but they can keep the vision. The second he TP's out, they'll know it. Blinking back. He'll retreat.
How'd they all live there?
That was a get to the chop up kind of moment.
Yeah, seriously.
They got out.
Very close to being a bit of a disaster for EG.
I thought they might lose like 3.
Yeah, at least one guy there, but no, very good at escaping. Nice tornado, nice ice wall by Sumail to at least get the defensive plays coming up.
And that is the power of EG's lineup. They can go for these aggressive maneuvers. They're a very mobile squad around the map. And if it doesn't look good, they're...
Yeah. They did get one ward down, but instantly dewarded by Moo's gem. Or Swindle's gem, who's just on Moo. So yeah, EG's playing it very blind. If you look at their vision on the map, they feel pretty pressured with their map. They don't really know what's going on in the complexities there.
We're going to BOT into the bottom lane. There's no tower to grab though. That was already taken. And now the 2 top will be traded. See Moo. Scotty complete. Starting to get to that late game Slark.
Radiant's top tower.
Gonna have a big window here if he opts for a BKB. They won't have many tools to deal with him.
Yeah, this is where you kind of want to match up the cores, you know, the Lifestealer versus the Slark. Slark right now is in a heavy winning position. The OG versus the Invoker, probably pretty even, maybe, I'd say pretty even, yeah, because Sumail just got the Octarine. Maybe OD just because the way Cancel's been playing might have like, a little bit of edge factor, and on top of the Aegis too. And then the other ones, yeah, like Slardar comparing to the Dark Series a bit behind, but Slardar is, you know, he just needs to be able to weave in and out of the fights and get multiple crushes off. And Complexity is doing a very good job of keeping their wards and keeping the vision and just understanding EG's movement on the map. They've got four very aggressive
look
wards.
at these wards. That is huge. And honestly amazing to me that EG is still not tried to invest in like more map control. They have a lot of money in the universe. He could buy a gem. Not opting to. Even the IO as the goal, but looks like EG would rather try and win fights through raw items than a vision advantage.
Swindle even picks up, okay, he picks up a full pipe for himself. Interesting. He already has the Glimmer Cape. Item for them to be able to get a nice him for another what? It's actually going down quite soon.
Smoke, they want to take advantage of this thing. Split push comes top, crit, chilling in the trees for now, maybe trying to set up a gank as well. So, as you mentioned, very close to losing this Aegis at any moment, and as soon as it disappears, maybe we might see Universe just go rushing in with the vacuum combo.
Yeah, this is the one good thing about having Flash Shift here. No real building hitters, but Edict is one of those things that just kind of kills it building in that 10-second duration by itself.
Makes up for the OD, even the Slark on that objective team.
Yeah.
Alright, Giannis, well,
We got a game.
It's game 2.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't say anyone's lives are really on the line, even if you get O4'd in the worst possible position. You're still in the same 16-team bracket, but how are you liking Complexity's chances? Are you seeing a game 3 on the horizon? Is it anybody's game?
I'm seeing a game 3 on the horizon for sure, but it's really up to how the fights get taken, and it's up to if EG is able to claim, like this next Aegis makes a big difference, because if Cancel's able to have it, it makes it so hard for them to really do anything different, because then he'll get the Aegis and he'll even pick up another item on top of that very soon. So the next item he probably gets, what, like DC, if he wants to go for something like that, because they already have the pipe on the left track and everything too. They've got their magic, there's just got Guardian Grievous and all that on top too. And then, yeah, Moo will probably go for more of like a lockdown basher build. This could be huge for Complexity here. They pick up a DD on the Slark. Their Aegis just got reclaimed from Cancel, but EG looks like they want to fight.
Do something here. They want to make that move on the Cancel. They've got a completely changed on him. He BKB, he looks to turn. They do get the bash out from Arteezy. Actually, it's completed a missile blade. Still Cancel able to kite control through this fight on. Getting to push that through. The wall gets thrown on hospital. Lundgren stands strong for now. The dying deal. Tornado connected Arteezy. They try to focus him down. They will blow him up. The Meatball rolls in. Dumel still employed. He's working in tandem with Chris to bring these other heroes down. Moo surviving, bouncing back into the fray, and now Dumel wants to run. There's a double buyback by Complexity. Desperate to win this fight. They've committed a lot, but it looks like it should be the full 5-man wipe for them. A triple for Moo, who never died. They hang onto the gem. He suddenly got 3k gold. I imagine overall net worth-wise, it's pretty close since they double bought back, but still a win here, about a 2,000 gold swing going their way.
That was really cool plays there by Trip. He gets the stun obviously on the OD, but then he walks over and throws Undying in the air. They made a very good job of just like constantly throwing like people up, making sure they can't get their spells off in like a great manner. They bring Cancel down because of it, but now this is the momentum that Complexity.
They have no wall, they have no buybacks aside from Earth Spirit, with no Magnetize, mind you. This is at least one lane, Giannis, maybe 2.
Yeah, it could be, yeah.
Fleshrack is here, so Swindles can make short work of these structures. If you position properly, can only be hitting, mostly hitting that melee ranks anyway, of course, buffer buildings with the Edict, and right on towards bottom, EG, about to get double racks by Complexity, up by 10,000 gold. They led early this game, they led actually peaking around a 12k gold lead in sub 30 minutes, but it has become all Complexity all the way now. We're all back into this game on the back of a really good OD performance by Cancel. 40 cats playing well around him. He just really been the map control that has hurt them, where they keep on trying Look at this, Solar Crest now. Interesting build by him as they're gonna try to find Monkey's Forever early in this fight, but again, the saves come out from Z-Freak, jumps the tomb. EG thinking of running, Sumel's gonna try to focus it down, lobs out the tornado, will connect with the Slardar, but even the meatball, he's gonna back away. Lincoln's already pumped, they've committed the pipe, it's still the chase forward. Monkey wants to go, move, jumping in, there's the leap, connects on crit, looking for more, they're gonna have a crush soon. Monkey's chasing the urn, comes through, but it's a bit too late, he does get the crush. Will the follow-up be there? Time with the tether out. EG, oh, trying to retrieve a move's got your back door covered. They'll sweep it with the drive-by. Suddenly 13 Essence Shift stacks and Complexity. Electric kill.
From 2 and 5 to 11 and 5 on move. It's like pretty much right after they pick up the gem and True Cipher. I really like this. I love this fight pickup too by Swindle. Like, it really is true. Like, EG's lineup is pretty much all magical damage now because Arteezy's having a really tough time actually getting into the fray. Undying's doing a great job of healing up his teammates. They've got so many different, like, Force Stabs, Glimmer Capes, all these different, like, things to just save their buddies. And now Z-Freak even picks up his own full BKB on this Undying.
And now Arteezy really needs an MKB because there's the Solar Crest to worry about. You've already got the Shivas to mitigate his damage. Even the, not to mention things like Glimmer Cape saves. Running away with the Silver Edge, and yeah, EG. Limited detection options. Yeah, they've got a couple of sentries on crit, but it's hard to reliably get those off in a scattered team fight. So Complexity grab another Aegis. And dare I say it, this is their game to lose. They are in full control. They've got the Rax advantage. It certainly seems like, barring a godly vacuum boulder smash Invoker combo, they've got the late game advantage. Also got the Aegis power play now.
Yeah, now it's like it's a bit easier for Complexity's like ease of execution. Just they're able to just kind of run in with their heroes rather than having to get like this huge wombo combo thing. They just need to like just survive long enough to be able to dish out enough damage. And then EG, once the rage is down, once all their big battles cooldowns are over, that's their time to shine with the Slark, able to weave in and out of the fights. And I think even picks up a full BKB on the Slark too. Pretty much impossible.
This gives Moose so much freedom to move around in the fights.
Mm-hmm.
The only lockdown they even have is Abyss. If you're using that on him, then real damage dealer is going to go ham in the fight.
Yeah, you can feel like how, you know, obviously because the Aegis picked up and everything too, you can feel how pressured EG is. They're completely locked in their base, and this is Complexity's go time.
I do want to mention, Z-Freak also has a BKB, so Complexity, it's clearly been like a team call. I imagine probably Swindles.
All magic.
Yeah, they're all magic damage. They have very little BKB piercing disable. Let's get Glimmer Cape, let's get Pipe, let's mass BKBs, and we're pretty much unkillable at that point.
And also to point out, EG never picked up a gem of their own.
I'm sorry I sound like a broken record at this point. I've been training them for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's like they keep buying some sentries and stuff, but the gem is the big deal. Like as soon as Complexity picked it up, that's when their comeback kind of happened.
Especially when you're up against the Slark with the gem, it's not like you can just plant sentries everywhere. He's just gonna de-ward them if your heroes aren't physically there to fight.
Walking up on the hill, taking the rain tracks, all three lanes pushing in onto the side of EG. Feeling very strong here with their Aegis, with all their items picked up.
Very disciplined, quite patient.
That swing, if you look at the net worth, holy crap. Not over a quick like one fight engagement, but over a 15-20 minutes.
Gonna work on move here though, but again, these cancel vanishes just infuriating if you're EG, really. That's the other thing, it's not just like the big ultimates we've seen from him, just the astral save this game is so big.
Saving all over the place. I think he saved Swindle 5 times in like 3 fights.
And Swindle's also in the back from the side.
Yeah.
Maybe a meal.
Maybe meal.
They'll push in the top lane now. Complexity.
Yeah, this is the other 2 lanes obviously already get forced in because of the Guraxes that they have moved. Looking for a type of pick off here in the bottom side. He's gonna run into Crit, but Crit does have Arteezy invested in.
But a little surprise.
They can have some patience, but they definitely want to be able to force in the lanes and then go for this top when they have the Aegis, when they have the cheese. They have it for another 2 minutes.
You should definitely be trying to take Mech. You've been winning fights without the Aegis. You've already got the 2 lanes of Rax Band. All lanes are pushing. This really seems like the time. EG are not going to leave their base. Maybe they try for a smoke wrapper on when you commit, but wait too much longer, then you're just trying to do that same push without the Aegis. Slark backed out the wave here. Looks he's still fencing around.
They have the full AC on
that was maybe the item.
Doesn't have room for it though.
Yeah, I don't know what he Drop the BOTs, I guess.
Maybe he'll just set the courier near him, and when he dies with the Aegis, just grab it up. For those little plays. You see move with that Sentry Ward on the high ground.
It's starting to feel a little tentative. Actually. Gonna BOT cancel in. Courier swinging forward. Move. Threatening to jump, but not yet. Universal while they're 50. Wait. He back you. Step in left. Wall. Magnetize. The hole. And Shimano on the complexity dropping the ball low. Cheese comes down though. Monkey surviving. Move. BKB now charging forward. Looking for those extra just stacks on the side. We'll bring him down. Windmill runs in. Randy down the page with the OG hammer and more damage to follow. Sumail. Back. Focus. Almost dead in poker. Oh, I'll lean forward. BKB still going. Won't matter. That's 4. And there's no buyback. GG. I mean, that was like the dream combo from EG, guys.
That was perfect.
They just didn't have the follow-up.
Yeah. Undying Tombstone down, he's able to just free reign. He prevents as many cases as possible, and yeah, it's too much when they have these many items. They just pop their BKBs and they're pretty much immune to the whole combo after the stun and the silence comes off. But wow, I have to say though, complexity with a lot of fortitude there coming in the game. EG, I think that in that Roche pit area and doing that whole bottom fight, they seem to be a little bit cocky. I think that they tried to fight when the Sumail wasn't in the area, so they were fighting like this 4v5, and they kind of just gave complexity a window to come back into this game.
Reminded me a lot of the game yesterday between Wings and Warriors Gaming in their second series, where Wings